What up guys, welcome back to the channel. So I get it, you want to add a little bit more horsepower to your C6 Corvette. You got it supercharged. Now there's only a couple of options you can do to make it faster. You can pull it down, you can add flex fuel, or you can add meth. A lot of people want meth because it's probably the least expensive method to make your car faster. However, there's one thing that you need to consider before you do it. If you decide to go with a methanol injection kit, just know you will have to continuously make sure that your tank is full of methanol, whatever supplementary tank that you have. In my particular car, I use my windshield wiper fluid tank for the methanol. Now, and let me tell you, if you get on that car a lot, you're gonna run out of methanol fairly fast. You definitely wanna check it every time you put gas in it. That's 100 for sure certain. Because here's the thing too, usually where the methanol tank will go, like I said, is in the windshield wiper fluid. That tank is down beneath in the fender well. So it's really even hard to tell that you have methanol in there. So to be on the safe side, I would almost tend to say every time you get ready to leave the house, check it to make sure you have some fluid in there, or at least add some to it to where it's nearly at the top to where you know that it's full. Because what'll happen is, if you get into the process of not checking it all the time and then you get tested on the street, you don't have any methanol, your car is tuned for max performance, including with the methanol, you're gonna blow your shit up. There's a high probability that that will end up being a bad day. That's why some tuners, they don't even recommend methanol, because if they are unsure that the car owner is responsible enough to keep it in the car. And I can tell you from experience, you don't really think about it that much. Now, the last time I had my car tuned, they tuned it, which I wasn't told this, but I know that's why they did it. They tuned the car very rich, like a 10-1. Now, I'm pretty sure that they did that because for the reasons that I just said. If you don't put methanol in it, kaboom. But at the same time, if you're tuning it that rich, what good is the methanol? So it's a catch-22. But these shops, they don't want to be responsible for blowing up someone's car, because the first thing that a customer will say is, such and such shop, I had it tuned there, they don't know what they're doing. When the fact of the matter is, you just forgot to fill the methanol. But no one's going to actually admit to that. It's always going to be somebody else's fault. So just know, if you're thinking about going the methanol route, it's going to add a little bit more horsepower. It's a little less expensive than trying to go with a flex fuel system. E85 is going to require much larger injectors. You're going to need more than a booster pump for you're going to have to redo your fuel system, bottom line. Whereas with methanol, $700 kit, install it and you're good to go. Just got to make sure it's in there. You plumb it into your intake of the supercharger, and you're off to the races. But you got to make sure it's full. I know sometimes I've looked at mine, I'm like, man, where did all of this methanol go to? I haven't even really hit it that much. Well, probably hitting it more than what you think. So just be aware of that. But like I said, if I'm running without methanol, it's really not going to make that much difference, because my fuel system is very robust. I'm certainly not using it to its full potential, 100%. But some of you may have to use your fuel system to peak performance. We talking 90% duty cycle, and then you want to add some methanol tools to it so you can get a little bit more timing. You know, you're going to make more horsepower, but just know you may be sacrificing an engine if you're not going to be responsible enough to keep up with it.